Like the possibility of that type of trios match.
You're not kidding.
Vikingo Commander and Penta challenging Andretti in top flight.
Yeah, simple message, well done by Penta. I like it. That was cool.
This is a house rules match for the TBS Championship that cannot be won by submission. Honoring the House of Black, she is the TBS Champion, Julia Hart.
And she also is from Bloomington, Minnesota.
Well, Julia Hart, we learned this past Saturday at Collision, bringing back that house rules stipulation that the House of Black used when they were AEW World Trios Champions. It's 20 counts on the floor. There are no rope breaks. Disqualifications will be enforced, and the fourth and final stipulation is that Julia's opponent gets to choose their own rule, and tonight Emi Sakura has chosen no victory via submission.
Yeah, very interesting by Sakura, who's about to make her entrance here.
Introducing the challenger from Ichigaya, Japan, Emi Sakura.
I think we all can say that Emi Sakura, we've seen her many times in big matches and title matches, always steps up for her game. She always gives a great match, and she always really pushes her opponent. Of course, she's been a great trainer and a great wrestler throughout her career, and got an attitude apparently as well.
Well, Emi Sakura with a 25-year experience edge on Julia Hart. And Taz, Tony, we've called many of Julia Hart's matches. We know how important that heartless, that submission hold is to Julia's offense. It's won her some huge matches. It's a big part of that huge 28-match undefeated streak that she went on.
She could use heartless. She could use that submission, just can't win by it.
And so I think that's what Emi Sakura may be banking on, that trying to cause some uncertainty in the mind of Julia Hart.
I think it's a great call by Emi to go for that, and Julia just soaking up the chant of Julia from the faithful here in Minneapolis.
And you got to be careful. You have your new TBS championship on the line against someone as credible and experienced as Emi Sakura. It's dangerous if you're Julia Hart, in my opinion.
We've got a tremendous crowd on hand here at the Target Center, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And they have seen a great night of action so far, and we still have a lot more to come. Julia Hart, though, battering the challenger in the corner. And now Julia coming in. The lariat. As Julia accelerates in. Wow, Julia Hart coming out of the gates hot. She picked up a victory this past Saturday night on Collision, Tony. Her first defense of the TBS Championship.
It was a great win for Julia Hart. She shows us a lot. Well, she's bizarre, okay? But, of course, if you're part of the House of Black, I guess that's a prerequisite. I don't know.
Yeah, it comes with the territory, but that's kind of what makes this young lady who she is.
Right.
She's eating some strong chops, though, by the veteran here.
Yeah, but Julia is so athletic. She can turn things like this around against you quickly.
Well, her background, a two-time national champion high school cheerleader when she was in high school, so that alone is a heavy athletic background and credibility.
And fans, remember, starting this Friday, the general on sale for AEW's All in London. We will return to Wembley Stadium for the second consecutive year, 25th of August, 2024. Tickets available starting this Friday to the general public. LiveNation.co.uk, Ticketmaster.co.uk. You do not want to miss your opportunity to be there with us in Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, going to make history again. Going to be amazing in London at Wembley. Can't wait. Summer's going to be hot next August.
As Julia dazed against the steps, Emi Sakura.
Oh, man.
Oh, and her body into the TBS champion in action, and this one continues on TBS in picture-in-picture.
So Julia there flexing that hand, Taz. I don't know if she has a hand injury or elbow or what.
I don't know either. Anything could happen when you're trapped with your back, with the steps there, and then Emi nails you like that.
It could have been her elbow going to the steps, maybe some numbness in the hand.
Nerve issue, like nerve damage, that could happen.
Any number of things, and Emi Sakura taking full advantage of the 20 count on the floor here in this house rules match.
Yeah, that's the thing. Emi is a heavy hitter. She will keep bringing strikes and blows.
You saw Julia keeping that right hand very, very close to the body, and Talk about close to the body. That shot from Emi Sakura on target.
It's a good opportunity here. Great opportunity, I should say, with TBS title for Emi Sakura. Can she leave the hometown, the home area, I should say, Bloomington's not far from here, from, take it from Julia? We'll see.
Yeah, that would be crushing for Julia Hart as Emi Sakura just wrenching.
Sometimes in life you get crushed. That's what happens.
Yeah, that does happen.
Sometimes you get punished. Cover here by Emi Sakura.
Yeah, that does happen too.
Yes. So right now, Emi, she knows she's got control. She sees that Julia is almost defenseless here. Her arms were kind of at her side, but they were at her side.
Oh, man. I think Emi Sakura may be one of the hardest, if not the hardest hitter in the women's division.
We've caught Calvin and I during those AEW Dark times. We've caught a lot of Emi's matches. She brings those chops.
Oh, look at that rapid fire machine gun chops in that corner. Julia Hart withering.
Julia just shrieking to no avail. Again, she's flexing that right hand.
Yeah, something's up. Yeah. And Taz, here in Minnesota, it's cold. You got to find a fireplace. You got to seek the heat here in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know people who can do that.
Heat seekers, we got a lot of them.
We got a lot of them.
Big back elbow on target. Emi Sakura staggered to the back.
Right now, you got to try to keep bringing shots and blows if you are Julia.
Oh, man. Emi Sakura.
Man, Emi. What a haymaker.
Paintbrush, wow. AEW Dynamite back live on TBS. We are witnessing this TBS Championship title match and could be on the verge of a changing of the guard here, Taz. Emi Sakura in full control of her young opponent.
Yeah, the challenger has been all over the champion. Heavy offense by Emi. And the newer champion, Julia Hart, in grave danger right outside her hometown here in Minnesota.
Once again, Emi Sakura always rises to the occasion in these big matches. She pushes the champions every time.
Oh, my God.
Underhook with the delay.
This is dangerous, guys.
Emi showing all four sides of the arena here. We're showing Julia to all four sides as Julia inverted.
I don't like this.
But not for long. The back breaker. As Emi Sakura now taunting, looming over Julia Hart. And remember, this is a house rules match. 20 count on the outside, no rope breaks. And then, crucially, the stipulation that this match cannot end via submission. That was the dealer's choice
by Emi.
Stipulation by Emi Sakura. And you see Aubrey Edwards trying to remind Julia Hart that there is no victory via submission here.
You can't win this match with submission here, Shivani. You can wear the person down. You can't win it with, though.
Yeah, they could. Oh, look at the escape by Emi Sakura this time.
Oh, she's going to go tabletop Jones here.
Now the surfboard La Tapatia, whatever you want to call it, the Romero special. Either way, Julia Hart unceremoniously dropped by the challenger.
How about the precision, guys, by the challenger, by Sakura? Unreal. Her experience, tremendous.
Emi Sakura, she likes that moonsault press off the ropes, as does Julia Hart. But has Emi inflicted enough damage to land it? No, Julia rolls inward. And Julia locking in the Heartless. But again, remember, there is no victory via submission. That was Julia's instincts kicking in.
Yeah, but I think Emi's tapping out.
But it don't matter, right?
Right.
But you could wear out your opponent here with this hold, and maybe it was all long enough for Julia to wear it down.
And you hear Aubrey Edwards telling Julia Hart, it's a house rules match. Only win via pinfall, count out or disqualification, and now Julia with the lariat to the back, the stomps to the ribs. And Julia, can she succeed where Emi Sakura could not?
She's digging this moonsault. Can she get it?
Julia Hart finds her footing, steals herself on the top rope. Julia Hart moonsault press, the cover, 2, 3. Second successful defense of the TBS Championship. It looked like Emi Sakura was trying to roll away moonsault.